You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete. Intelligence system analytic computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Data scanned. Downloading files.
What's up, guys? You're listening to episode 84 of SITREP Radio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of the Division. The State of the Game is back, baby, with a ton of news on update 1.8. But first, joining me today are my co-hosts, Robert.
Hello.
And back from a long-awaited absence is Luke.
Hello.
And I hope you guys have both had an awesome week, as well as our listeners. We're going to jump straight into the news because we got some stuff to talk about this week, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Apparently so.
Let's go.
State of the game.
So we finally have some news this week. Luke, would you like to do the honors?
Do I need to consult my lawyers?
Potentially.
Fuck it. Update 1.8 will launch next Tuesday. That is the 5th of December.
Can we have a woo round of applause, because that's definitely confirmed, isn't it, guys?
No.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Luke, because I haven't said that. It's not in the notes. I just,
Yeah, Yannick said it will definitely release next week. It being update 1.8. He stopped short of saying it will be on the Tuesday or the Thursday. It will just definitely be one day next week. But Rob, what day do Xbox and PS4 updates go?
Tuesday.
Therefore, the 5th.
What day is it definitely not launching on?
Monday
or Thursday.
Yeah, we got there in the end.
It might be Wednesday, but it's not likely.
Straight after that, there's going to be a global event, Luke.
Yeah, so the week after Global Event 3 will launch. No exact date for that, because obviously it depends on whether the patch launches on Tuesday or Thursday, blah, blah, blah. Interestingly, Yannick did say he doesn't know what Global Event is going to be or what rewards it will be. So everybody out there that keeps telling me it's Strike and it's going to be this, and this gear set.
Yeah, I thought they already said that it was going to be Strike.
Yeah, we've been saying that for a while. So rip to us too.
Well, no, I think they said that on the State of the Game, but maybe they've just gone, we don't know.
Maybe they're just teasing us. Maybe it is going to be Strike and they're just like, well, let's just fuck with them for a little bit.
But one thing's for sure, it's definitely not dropping next week.
Yeah. Mike.
Definitely not next week.
Yeah,
What
definitely
did you
not. Also, in conjunction with that, is another thing.
24-hour stream hype.
You mean Destiny? You mean Destiny's?
No.
An update on the 5th as well.
Why did you have to talk about that?
24-hour stream hype. Seriously.
Fucking Destiny. Dead game, dude.
Yeah, it's
there you go. I said it. I did it back. No. So Yannick, Hamish, all the community team over at Massive, Ubisoft, whatever they are, they're all going to do a 24-hour stream on launch day. So yeah, next Tuesday.
And yeah, they're going to have some guests.
So am I, because I'm going to be ill.
Well, I'm ill now, so if I have the entire of next week off, rip.
Pussy.
You're not ill. You're just pretending.
I mean, is
I'm
it ill in the head?
Be ill next Tuesday.
But yeah, there's going to be special guests and apparently some of the developers on to talk about the new update as well, which would be pretty cool. You might see like butter on the stream. You never know. Maybe not. We'll see. One thing that did happen last Friday, can anybody tell me what happened last Friday?
It was Black Friday.
It was Black Friday. And something we talked about a little bit was games on sale. And apparently it's doing really well. Lots of people have picked up the game over the weekend, obviously while it was on offer. The Gold Edition was on offer. Don't think the Season Pass was. Not at all, not at £32, but there we go. PC was cheap. And yeah, apparently it's been pretty successful over the weekend. And, the community itself as a whole has welcomed all these new players back in. So, the guys at Massive were basically like, thank you for being welcoming, because a lot of our community at times isn't very nice to each other.
And if you are one of those people that have picked up the game and this is the first time you're listening, welcome.
Yes, welcome. I forget we might have new listeners. I actually spoke to a listener, Stace, on Twitch this week. They picked up the game about a month ago, and they've put in 130 hours already. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not bad for a dead game. And I'm saying that jokingly, in commas, just in case somebody takes it out of context. No names mentioned. Maybe.
Baguette.
Obviously, last week we spoke about the season pass, Rob, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of response from that, haven't we?
Yeah. Luke, very quick thoughts. Do you think this far in the game, the season pass should be free?
Yes.
I won't drag that out any further, apart from, we already spoke about that last week, but the reaction that we've seen on social media is a bit weird. 90% of people are like, yes. There's one dude, I've literally just bought it across the weekend, and I'm like, give it away for free. I'd be pissed a little bit, but I don't care. As long as everybody else gets it. Facebook, completely different. There's 2 people that want a refund for content that they've played for the last almost 2 years. I'm like,
did you call them an idiot?
No.
I would have done.
There was somebody, you tagged me in the Twitter post about exactly this morning, and somebody said they wanted a refund on Twitter as well, and I was like, why? You played it for a year and a half. Get over yourself. But yeah.
I think my explanation for this was if you've gone and bought a sofa and then you've used it for almost 2 years, and then you see the place that you sold it bought it from is just giving them away, and you're like, can I have a refund? It's well, no, that's completely different to what they're doing. They just, yeah, I don't know. I can only see there being an upside to this.
Yeah,
it will probably never happen. And I'm fine with that. It's not my problem at the end of the day. I think it would be a good thing for the community. Whether people like it or not, that's not my problem. That's what I think. And
they did give it away.
We're all on the same page.
Another reason for me to buy an Xbox.
Oh, God. No, because that would mean you bloody another 3 characters on Destiny. You got to freaking level up.
Are you trying to piss me off today?
No.
Destiny 2, Xbox. Taking time off to play the new patch. Fuck you, dude.
They were all said in jest, dude. I'm not being serious. I would never buy an Xbox.
You just made me spit water out, dude. So funny. Okay, Robert, can you give us a rundown of what free content is coming in update 1.8?
Well, to start off, it is a completely free update. Boom.
Are you sure? Wait. Can you confirm that?
No. Don't put me on the spot of that. There is a resistance mode called, which is a PvE horde mode. Skirmish, which is purely PvP for a 4v4 team deathmatch mode. There's improvements to Underground, which include checkpoints and hunters from survival. The Rogue 2.0 will be implemented into the Dark Zone. And the Optimisation Station will be put into the Boo. And the other place that's in the West Side Piers.
Camp Hudson.
Okay. Camp Hudson.
Camp Hudson.
That's the one. So you can improve your equipment with Division Tech.
Well, I'm going to respond to your boo with a goddamn yay, because I can't wait for this freaking update. Let's bring it on. So one of the things that is coming with update 1.8 is Rogue 2.0. We talked about this I thought it was quite fitting, because we talked about this briefly last week, didn't we, Rob?
Did we?
Yeah, we did. You were probably, I don't know if you were drinking at the time or not, but we did briefly discuss the fact that Terry did give a percentage on Twitter, confirmed it was about 70% of the player base weren't happy with the rogue changes in update 1.8. And it, we hadn't had a reason for it at the time, building up to basically the release. They were just no, we're happy, we're putting it out there, we don't really care what you guys think. That's how a lot of people felt. People didn't think that RedStorm were taking their feedback into consideration. And this, I'm going to be honest, today's stream was awesome. Graphs aplenty, because that graph is awesome. Physical representation of what the hell is going on in the Dark Zone. Luke, do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, the representation is pretty much what everybody knew it was going to be. There's a lot of people dying to rogue players. There's quite a few people dying to agents hunting rogues, and there's a few people still dying to NPCs.
Noobs.
Yeah, noobs. It is good that they're giving us this data. I'm not really in agreement with why they think Rogue 2.0 will fix this. I think all it will do is make the blue shading on the graph, which is the non-rogue deaths, a lot bigger.
Which is what they want. They confirmed that today, didn't they? They want it to be a 50-50 split. So if you actually have a picture of the graph in front of you, at the minute, at what, 1.7 up to a week ago, I think they said, it's about, what, 50% players are killed by rogues in the Dark Zone, if not more.
It's pretty much bang on that 50% line, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you've got, what, 25% are non-rogues, and the rest is PvE.
Yeah,
basically, you would expect it to be a split, because currently in this age, I would personally expect not that many people to be farming it. So it would be, non-rogues versus rogues.
Mm.
But they want more PvE. That they want a split between PvE and PvP in the Dark Zone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's Terry specifically said he wanted a 50-50 split between PvE and PvP, not a 50-50 split between rogues and non-rogue deaths. And all they're doing is reversing the trend of dying to rogues. And you're now going to die as rogue. Yeah, because it's going to be a 20 versus 4 server that's non-rogue against rogues, or manhunts specifically. So
I've seen two sides of it. Like a lot, like some people complaining about it, and then I've seen stuff today. I was literally on a Facebook group before we started recording. One dude was like, "Come on, farming 1.8, because I'm gonna kill you all." And I'm like, "Yes, that's what we want to see." And then there's a couple of people replying like, "Well, we're gonna come get you." So I was like, "Bring it on."
The graph's a bit of a deceiving thing though, because it's based on deaths, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a PvE player, you're not going to be dying anywhere near as much as if you're a PvP player, because you're going to be going into battles. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, but what the other thing they actually said on the State of the Game though was the fact that they're seeing less people go into the Dark Zone, and when you've got less people going into the Dark Zone, it's going to be the hardcore players that like the Dark Zone for what it is that are remaining in that area, isn't it? So they are the ones that are going to be utilizing that area for
I just
what
hope
they
don't
think
just use this graph as a basis as all their decisions, because it just seems a bit skewed.
I agree with you, Rob. However, what I also will agree with is the tweet you put out earlier, Mike, that if they're not happy with the way that their Dark Zone is working, change it. They're changing it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They're not happy with it. They've got to do something about it, because the route to madness is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. So
they literally said, like, this is not it. This might not be the end all of everything. But I'm going to be honest, like, one thing you can see from that graph, 50% of people are dying to rogues compared to non-rogues. What is that showing? It's showing that it's a clusterfuck as it currently stands at the minute in time. How many times we had a situation last night, didn't we, Luke? We jumped in the Dark Zone, everyone's rogue. That's your 50% of players dying to rogues because everybody's rogue. There's no difference, is there? And that's what I feel they're trying to differentiate.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I understand.
You've asked me before if I was going in the Dark Zone. Yes. Will I be going rogue in the Dark Zone? Yes. So it's not going to change anything for me. It's just going to be a fuck ton harder to survive. So
I think there's a couple of words that you would probably use, which would be challenge accepted.
Yeah. I'm going to fail a lot. I can see that coming.
Well, if you're going to fail, I'm going to fail with you, so it's fine.
Right on.
Yeah, obviously, we'll see what happens, and
along with all the changes, there's going to be a shift in the meta, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, we got new exotics and stuff like that coming in. There's going to be new Gearsets inbound with the next GE.
That for me is the fun part of the game. Is figuring out what the next meta is going to be and trying to get there first.
Yeah, we just need somewhere to put it. We need someone to store that meta. A bit more space, please.
You need to finish off that level 15 character, dude. Then you'll have loads more space.
Oh, dude, I got whinged out about that level 15 character earlier. It was like, dude, why haven't you got the safe houses? You could have given them to me. And I was like, I have my reasons. Don't judge me.
Tell me how to live my life.
I've been playing with a couple of lower level players, and basically the guys that I got into the game last week, they are like level 20 now. Really enjoying the game, but they're at a situation now. They're like, I'm kind of not sure what's going on in the game, so I've been helping those guys out as well.
Pretty cool. Man, I wish I could go back and play this game for the first time ever.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the stuff we play in this game, or just even do like simple things like crafting or deconstructing, we take for granted. I mean, they were having trouble. One dude was having trouble how to throw grenades. I was like, does the game not tell you? I'm pretty sure it does, but maybe wrong. But yeah, reworked movement changes will go live as it was on the PTS, and hopefully that will clear up a lot of the chicken dancing, but we'll see. Time will tell. Classified sources. Where are the classified sources going to be dropping? We're going to go to Robert apparently on this one.
No, all name bosses now have got an increased chance of dropping classified. Dark Zone, Open World, Resistance, Underground. They're just basically making it a lot easier to get the classified, so it's going to be awesome. When you get past rank 40 in the PvP, like last stand skirmish, each cache will have a chance of a classified, or is it guaranteed? I can't remember. In Resistance, you can buy Resistance caches with Shade Tech that have a chance of classified items in them as well. And after, once all classified sets are released after Global Event 4, the drop rate will go up. Yay.
Well, I didn't realise they were doing that one. That's a good one.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yes.
But I didn't realise they were going to do it. So that is really good news. GG.
I did see a good friend of ours in State of the Game chat spamming a certain word, survival. I don't know if you called it, Luke. It was Spider-Man 2099. Yeah, and you wanted to know what the hell was going on with classified sets with regards to are they dropping in survival.
Oh, yeah.
I did ask Terry and Keith on Twitter just before we recorded, just hoping to have an update before we got to this bit, which is why I was like, one of you guys sort this shit out? But there we go. But there's no answer at the minute. I guess it, because nothing's really been done to it, it probably won't be added to the loopholes. But fingers crossed.
They
might have just been casually dropped in there.
They haven't touched survival, have they? Really, since it's been brought out. I don't know whether that's a good thing or because they've got something planned for it, or they just think it's good just to leave it alone.
I think we'll just have to see what happens in the future of the division, Roberts.
Oh, can't we speculate a little bit?
Well, it depends. How long do you want this video to be this week, Rob?
Shit. All right, shut up.
What are your thoughts? Go on then, quick. Oh, he's zipping his mouth shut, apparently. I kind of wish this was a live recording sometimes, because some of the stuff you do on stream would be hilarious.
If only I'd known all this time it was that easy to get him to shut up.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah. He's not even biting to that either.
No. He's smirking now. Look at that face.
It's like a beautiful what's happening with exotics, guys?
I don't know. You want to tell us, Luke?
They all got reworked, didn't they? I say all. Apparently the pecan didn't, because it was already OP, apparently.
GG?
Yeah, so all exotics for 1.8 are getting a damage buff. There are some new exotic weapons for update 1.8, which were in the PTS for those of us who were lucky enough to get access. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that some of them are more viable than they are, because like, literally nobody uses them. I mean, you've got a Midas on your healer build, haven't you, Mike? And you're about the only person I know that uses any exotic weapon. So
I just aim to be different. And yeah, and have a terrible build. It's fine. But like, we were chatting about some of the stuff. Well, I think we were all chatting on social media before recording about like some of the updates and the weapons and things like that, and seeing like what was the M1A pop back up. Yeah, it's still a half decent weapon now, but it's nowhere near as good as it was in the first place. Obviously, the G36 from back in 1.3 days. The Alpha Bridge meta during that, the Vector. You know, I miss the Vector, and if this is, you know, if not only is it going to rework the exotics, and hopefully pull some of those in as well, so we can start using those. Because obviously, I've got friends going through this game now, and they're like, "Oh man, I got an ACR," and I'm like,
Just
you might want to bin
now.
that. Yeah, but we'll see. I can't wait. We'll find out next week. I'm sure we're going to see some interesting stuff regards to builds in the near future, very near future. Looking forward, there will be a State of the Game next Thursday, obviously to celebrate the success of the release of Update 1.8, hopefully.
or to address all the issues.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm hoping it is going to be bug-free, but there's, at the end of the day, there's always going to be unforeseen stuff.
You know what game this is,
like to
Mike,
think,
right?
I know, but I'm going to be positive about it as best I can. You know, there's a couple of glitches at the minute. Obviously, I think the RPM glitch is a bit intermittent at the minute in the Dark Zone. People are still stacking mods, and that's still an issue. I don't think that's being fixed with this update next week.
Chance.
There's not been any news on it, unfortunately. But I'll be honest, I want it to be the best it can be. I hope that the extra time that they've put in, them stopping the PTS early, in my eyes, was to put the extra love and attention that I think they needed to put in on the update.
Well said.
But we'll see. If not, we'll be back next week to say, we told you so, sneaky, sneaky. That was terrible, sorry. No, I'm joking.
Also, looking forward, did you two catch where Yannick said, no, yes, it was Yannick, sorry, I thought it was Hamish, but no, it was Yannick. During the 24-hour stream, they will be talking about stuff. I'm hoping that
Depends
means
what stuff is.
Well, I'm hoping that
Future.
means future stuff. I really hope so, because the camera then did cut to Hamish, and he was like, "Oh, well done, you didn't give anything away. Cool, carry on." And I was just like, "Oh, sneaky."
Yeah, we talked about a little bit about this last week, didn't we, Rob? I don't want to get my hopes up, but I mean, on the State of the Game today, they literally said, Terry was like, "I don't want to go into numbers." With regards to, like, I'm guessing the player base, they can't give out how many people are playing the games and that. I think the player base has died off a little bit on PC, but console, people love this game. And I think that's really what's supporting the game at the minute. Obviously, people play on PC and we love you for it. You know, we all play on PC as well. I want to jump back in on survival on PC at some point, you guys as well. Which has me hopeful. If they're like, it's a steady pace with players, people are playing this game and they're seeing it as a live game. It's not just a game that people are playing. They keep bringing up it's a live game. And when I think of that, I think of games like Star Wars: The Old Republic and World of Warcraft, and they have a player base that is constantly playing that game. It's not just, you know, Battlefield 1 or Call of Duty that, you know, they repeatedly put out every year. And just hearing them happy with where the player base is now, currently as it stands, and with obviously 1.8 coming in, which is going to bump things up and hopefully be a really good reinvigoration for the game. I'm hoping, you know, they'll get what they need to bring on a third year.
Cool.
Again, well said.
Shit, what is going on today? That's 2 for 2. I'm not going to say that catchphrase, but we're going to go on to discussion of the week. So I'm going to ask you boys, is now the best time for everybody to come back to the division?
No.
Yes.
Next Tuesday will be.
Obviously next Tuesday.
No, come back now and get yourself some exotic caches that you can then save to open on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
No, let's be honest. Unfortunately, the situation with another game is in a precarious state, I would say, and a lot of people are looking for another game similar.
What game are you talking about, Mike?
Rip.
I don't know if am I allowed to say the word?
I don't know.
Destiny, obviously Destiny 2 is in a sorry state. I say sorry state, it's not in the best condition as a lot of people would have liked.
That's
way to put it?
opinion.
I said at the minute, there's been no updates.
No,
you're
that's still
looking
your
forward to.
opinion.
It's my opinion. Look, we haven't all got 6 characters
True.
at level whatever it is.
3 or 5.
That's the one. So my question is now the best time for everyone to come back to the Division? And I'm going to say yes. I think the game is the most balanced it's ever been. Well, we'll see once update 1.8 drops. But like currently as it stands, I know there's been a bit of rework into it, but obviously update 1.8 is going to hopefully address some of the slight balancing issues that we've had before. But as it stands, it's in a pretty good state. You've got all the incursions that are live. You've got raid-like, so there's your raid-like activities. You've got horde mode coming with update 1.8. We've got full-on 4v4 PvP mode without PvE in it at all. Skirmish. We've got Rogue 2.0, as we've just talked about earlier in the show, which is going to change things up and hopefully bring a lot of fresh meat into the Dark Zone. So I'm saying now, if anybody is interested in coming back to the game, or if you've never even played this game before, come check it out. I'm sure a lot of people are going to come back to this game, including streamers. There's a few streamers coming back from what I hear. Any big names at all? Can anybody think of?
I think Summit G is going to come back for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to try one way out. He's like, he's a massive streamer.
Like Butter's coming back, which should be good. I think I remember who he is.
I'm gonna stream Division again.
Oh, you're coming back, aren't you?
You're coming back. Oh, nice.
No, I'm joking. He hasn't left. But come on, guys. Like, your opinions. Is it the best time for everyone to come back?
Yeah, it is. But you've said pretty much everything that I was going to say. It is the most balanced it's ever been. There is now more stuff than there ever has been to do. Loot, other than classified loot, is the easiest it's ever been to get hold of. You go and do the 3 legendaries a week and you get an exotic cache guaranteed. You go and do the incursions on heroic mode, you get an exotic cache guaranteed. So that's 7 exotic caches per character per week, just for playing content that you get in other loot from anyway. I'm going to be biased because, I'm on a podcast that talks about the Division week after week after week. I still love this game. I've been telling you guys off podcast I want to play PUBG for 3 weeks solid now. I've played it once in 3 weeks because I played the Division. I downloaded Worms Battlegrounds for free because it was the PSN game of the month. I tried that for half an hour, turned it off, played Division.
Is that because, unfortunately, PUBG is not on PlayStation 4 and Worms Battlegrounds is, and you thought they were the same game?
No. Worms Battlegrounds was hugely nostalgic because I played that a lot when I was a kid on like the Amiga 1200 and all that sort of shit. But
that's cool. I miss it.
Fuck you, Mike. But I can't put this game down. I want to move away from this game for a little bit. I wanted to have a break before 1.8 came out so that I was fresh and ready to grind my ass off when the new stuff came out. And I'm still playing it. I've fallen back in love with survival again. So, yeah, come and try it out.
Okay.
If not everybody's going to love it, are they? Because they never did anyway, but...
No, I've got a couple of issues with it, but like before we get to that, I mean, if somebody was thinking about coming back, what would you say to them? Why would you say? Obviously, we've said all that, but like, what would be different to them now? Do you think things have changed so much since like 1.1, 1.2 that it is worth coming back to people? Because I think it has, and like I've got new people coming in now, and it's like, this is so weird, but it's awesome, and I'm kind of like, this game's been here for like 2 years almost. Like, where have you been? But I've been shouting at you, go play it. And unfortunately, it takes something like Destiny to be, or a game that people love to be in a sad state of affairs.
Calling the Division a rebound game
I do feel like the Division, if it's not going to be the Division's fault. That's not my problem at all. It's not the Division's fault, but I am worried that for a lot of people, it's going to be the rebound game for people while they wait for Destiny to sort itself out and get new vanity sets out there for people. I'm obviously not joking there. I'm joking, but obviously that game, in a world that like both these games can exist and you can love both games. My issue at the minute is I love the fact people are interested in this game. I love the fact that like people want to come back and they're trying new stuff out. We've got our community. It's not always the best community because they are, they're vocal as hell when they want something, but they're willing to help each other out. And as we found out on the state of the game this week, they're welcoming new players, arms open. I think half of it's because, they want fresh blood in the dark zone. I mean, I would be like, yeah, come on in. But there we go. But it does worry me. It does worry me to, what's going to happen when new stuff comes out for other games. And I don't think, I'll put it this way, the game will not die because of other stuff happening in other games. I just don't, in my opinion, I don't want people to shit on the game when they leave because they're not enjoying it anymore or because it's not the game that they thought it was.
Are you talking about YouTubers that do sort of things like streamers?
That as well, yeah. I'll be honest, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's a bit of an issue for me with Destiny as well at the moment. Like, obviously, YouTubers and streamers, they make their living off games, but like, they can make a cheap buck by making a video that's just shit talking games, which has happened to the Division and is now happening to Destiny too. And it's just a bit of a sad state of affairs because it skews the opinion, because a lot of the community watches those videos and it affects their opinion, and that makes the opinion of the community shift. I just think it's a bit of a shit thing to do. Yeah.
No, I want Destiny to be in the best position it can, from my point of view, because if that Destiny's in the best position it can be, it forces other games and other developers to be in a better position to fight alongside them and to make their content either just as good or better. And I'd like to see that happen with the Division, and the Division is doing a good job at the minute, and it's on the rise again. But like I said, I just don't want to see people shit on the game when they go back to other stuff. That is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't want games to turn into things to make YouTubers and streamers happy.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying about making money. I mean, there's been rumors today about what Massive or Ubisoft are paying players to play the game. And when I mean players, it's YouTubers. And it's like, it's funny how this game's just about to come back and then people are making up rumors and it's a load of shit.
They can pay me to play if they want.
Well, there's an idea for Massive. Yeah, if you want somebody who's dedicated,
done.
You can pay Robert and Matt goes buck.
If you'd like a drunk Twitch affiliate to play your game, send your checks too. No, I mean, the whole Ubisoft are paying streamers to play their game. Who gives a flying fuck? I mean, honestly, they've said they're not, so fine, end of subject. But if they were, who gives a fuck? They've got a pot of money for advertising. Paying a streamer to play their game on stream is advertising. Let them do what the fuck they want. I don't understand why this was even a big deal, whether it was a rumor or whether it was true or whatever. It's such a non-argument in my head.
It happens all the time. When Wolfenstein 2 came out, a load of streamers were paid to play that. And it just disappeared.
Wouldn't surprise me if it happens with literally every AAA title when it's released, and then obviously again when they release a big update or whatever. It wouldn't surprise me. Again, absolutely. Advertising, marketing, use whatever word you want. It is. They've got a pot of money to advertise their game to get it out to as many people as humanly possible. They can either pay to have an advert on Twitch, like seems to be that every time I log into Twitch at the moment, it's a Battlefront 2 advert, or they can pay streamers to play it and show you all of the stuff in the game over a longer period of time than you would get on a 30-second advert or whatever it is that would no doubt cost an absolute fortune anyway. What's the difference? Somebody explain to me what the difference is, please.
No, I agree. I just feel like it's stupid hearsay in the bloody community. And like you said, Rob, like, you don't have to be at war with both. Just play both games and enjoy them. If that's what you like at the end of the day, don't hate one or the other. I mean, we both exist.
We have a bit of a laugh about Destiny 2, me and you, don't we, Mike? We were happily playing both games at the same time, because I was not playing Destiny 2 exclusively. And I know you were playing it a bit more than I was, but you were still playing like The Division and Overwatch and whatever else. We ran out of content to play on Destiny, so we came back to The Division. And yes, I know we make little jokes about Destiny 2, but that's more banter between us two and Rob. It's not slighting Bungie or Destiny 2 or any of the community or anything like that. It's just a bit of banter. But if Destiny 2 comes back next week with its update and it's brilliant, I'll go and play it again. There's plenty of room in my life for more than one game. Just at the moment, I can't seem to stop playing this damn game, but still.
Yeah. No, good words, man. And to anybody that is thinking about coming back or played it, in the last year and left, definitely come back and try it. The new update is going to be awesome. Come back, at least give it a shot. If you're not happy with it after that, just walk away and be like, at least I tried it. That's all you can do at the end of the day. And it's still a good game at the end of the day. You know, it's not fault-free, but amidst all its flaws, it's still a good game. We love it. Okay, questions. We do have a few questions this week. I'm only going to pick the short ones because I want to try and get this over a bit quicker today because we've all got stuff going on later on tonight. So first question today comes from Edelon, and he asks, what is the first thing you guys are going to do once 1.8 drops? Is that going to be Skirmish, Westside Piers, Resistance, or testing Road 2.0, or the Thunderground?
Definitely going to be Thunderground for me. Love it.
Interesting choice.
I'm going to go to Luke on this one because you're probably going to be already in the Dark Zone. So,
well, technically speaking, the first thing I've got to do is leave
a Dark Zone checkpoint.
Yeah. I've got to go to the OP station and spend some div tech so that I can open all my exotic caches that I've been saving to get even more div tech. But then when I'm finished doing all that, I will probably go and play Resistance first.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you won't. Don't lie. Tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I really want to play Resistance because I only played it for less than an hour on the PTS.
If someone on the PlayStation invites you into the Dark Zone.
Toes.
If somebody invites me to the Dark Zone,
what are you going to do? You're going to say, no, I'm going to go play Resistance. Or you're going to go, oh, all right then.
Yeah, but that's a different question because somebody's asked me to go and play the Dark Zone. If you leave me to make my own decision, I'll go and play Resistance.
Okay. He's going to open that door, he's going to go out, and he's going to pop that toggle and be like, yeah, bitch.
That will happen, yes.
And then he's just going to like let the timer count down and then just fucking go back in the I've gone Rogue in 2.0 officially.
Toggle works, right, I'm out.
Rob, what are you going to play?
Underground, I just said that.
Underground. You said Underground.
What are you going to play?
I kind of want to try Resistance, but I didn't play Underground, so it's going to be a toss-up between one of those. I guess whoever I join first, is going to...
I mean, if Rob gets on before me because he's taking the day off work and he's in Underground, I'll go and join him because then I've got a teammate to play with and I need to get to level 40 to get all my division trophies done. So, yeah, I potentially could be playing Underground first, and that's the bit of this game that I truly despise. So...
sounds good. And Rob doesn't look very well as it is, so you never know. I mean, that's almost 4 or 5 days away. You could be better by then, but we'll see. Edon also asks thoughts on the new exotics. Any particular one you're chasing more than the other? and an idea for a new exotic weapon. I think we've already discussed new exotic weapons in IFMs, but what are your thoughts on the new exotics and which one are you chasing?
I kind of want the Alejandro. Other than that, I don't really care. Idea for an exotic. Still want my crossbow.
Yeah, somebody was on about that when we were streaming yesterday, weren't they, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can't remember what they said, but I do remember a crossbow being mentioned. To answer Foxy, I want the house first. I do want the Alejandro as well. And I'd probably like some more ninja bags as well, to be honest.
Sorry, I would like 2 Alejandros
Ooh.
to run on my
One for each arm.
on my Lone Star build. I think that would be epic.
Yeah, I'm going for the house. That exotic was awesome in the PTS. I know it's been reduced, but I still think it's going to be good. Rampant C from Bombshell Jackets asks, what is the best game mode and why is it Resistance? Because it's futile.
Oh,
And I agree.
no,
I think
Star
Resistance
Trek
is going to be
takes.
awesome, dude. I think Resistance is going to be awesome. From what we played, and I didn't play that much of it because I didn't want to overplay the content before it was released. So I'm looking forward to it.
I didn't play it, so I don't know.
You're going to love it, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be good. He's got a valid point, to be fair to him.
Yeah. Edelon asks, will we ever see the Wild Rampancy on PS4 ever again? Or has he been lost to the wilderness that is PC?
Yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's escaped.
Some would say he's at war with a picture frame.
Joined the master race. I'm getting some salty looks right now.
Are they salty or are they just confusion? But yeah, that's questions for this week. That's pretty much the show. If you want to end the show here, or you can find out what we've been up to very briefly, it's down to you. But guys, I'm going to ask you, what have you been up to this week? I'm going to go to you, Luke.
Survival. Dark Zone. Survival.
And how many exotic caches are you in preparation for next week?
It's less than 35, more than 30. I can't remember the exact number, but it's enough for me. It's not 120 odd like Spider-Man, and it's definitely not 175 like Don, but it's enough.
Wow.
Robert, you've had a pretty good week as well.
Yeah.
Prestige Raid, that was this week,
I
last
did
Sunday?
Prestige Raid on Tuesday.
Nice. GG.
We did it fairly quickly this time.
You did
Unlike
it in
the 30 hours it
35
took.
hours.
we did it under 2.5 hours, which I was pretty chuffed with.
Nice.
That was on Sunday, and then we did a normal raid on Tuesday in like under 45 minutes, which is pretty cool as well. And also I've been playing the BioShock trilogy. Well, I've completed the first one and I've started the second one. I've been streaming them as well, which if anyone wants to watch me like jump. And get scared of stuff on BioShock, it's quite funny to watch.
Fucking hilarious. I mean, it's delayed, so like he'll do something on the stream. I'll be like rip, and then he's like 5 minutes like, why are you writing rip, you idiot? So it's kind of funny, but well done to you, dude. Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, the first BioShock is a really good game. The modern AAA titles need to play that game. The people that make the modern AAA titles need to play that game and take some notes because it is very well made.
What would you say is the best thing about it?
The story.
I'm glad you said that, because it's one of the reasons I wanted you to play it. I can't wait for you to get to BioShock Infinite.
It does everything well, like because there's a grind for like equipment because there's crafting in it. It's just you have to like look for every piece of ammo because it's really well, like ergonomically. It's just I don't know. It's just a really well made game.
It's like survival, but in an underwater kingdom.
Yeah, I guess.
That takes you 7, maybe 8 hours to complete. But yeah, I can't wait till you get to Infinite, because if you like the story on the first one, man, you've got some freaking shocks coming with Bioshock Infinite.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome, dude. Keep on shocking, I guess. And I've been playing Overwatch with Luke and Rob. We all played together on Friday.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that as well.
You ditched your raid team, dude.
Wow.
To be fair, you said it got what was it?
Yeah, reorganized to Sunday.
Reorganized, not recancelled, as I was trying to say. Dude, Overwatch. It's been so much fun over the last week. Thanks to Jarrett as well. He dropped by the stream. I was freaking happy because he was like, yo, you guys are actually working pretty well as a team. Just keep dropping the shield down. And it was like, good job to you guys in chat. So thanks, Jarrett. We're going to have to pair up with him at some point and get some Overwatch sessions in.
Yes.
But I
pick his brains.
But somehow I managed to convince and bully my whole raid team into buying it as well. So that's awesome. We now have another game to play other than just raiding once a week on Destiny. So I'm so happy.
I think I've persuaded one of my raid team to join the PC Master race.
Ooh.
But he's waiting until after Christmas to purchase everything.
See what Santa brings him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I jumped on Doom this week. I just want to say, I've been streaming a bit of Overwatch and Doom. I streamed a little bit of Survival yesterday with Luke and a bit of DZ. I just want to say to anybody that dropped by, thank you very much. Been having some really good conversations with people. Obviously, Chuck, who drops by the streams. There was DT2187, who's also in our Discord. But he dropped by. He's given us some really cool ideas for the show. I did get your question, dude, and we'll try and fit it in next week. But because we're trying to rush a little bit for time this week, I'll save it for then. And some other people, Cal Streams dropped by. We had an awesome, I think it was half an hour conversation. UB Amper dropped by while we were doing Survival, which was typical because I died literally 2 seconds before he joined. It was like, hey, and I was like, shit, I'm dead. I died to NPCs. He's like, rip. I didn't even get to see you die to NPCs. I was like, yeah. I just want to send an apology to Amper as well, because we do talk to the community manager team, and we talk to some of the devs and that. And, it's an honor if we get somebody from, anybody that's involved in that kind of world join anything, or even just spark up a conversation with those people. And unfortunately, we ran into a bad situation with somebody that we were grouped with on PlayStation yesterday, and me and Luke, we'd never played with him before, and I was just like, oh, cool, we have the, community developer in chat. He was like, getting stuff all sorted for update 1.8. And I was like, there's people in chat that love the game, that are literally playing the game. And I was just like, hey, guys, what do you think of update 1.8? You guys are all excited, right? And it just went south because of one dude just being really salty as hell and not really understanding how the game works. I don't think he's on social media. I don't think he understands how difficult it is to actually add stuff into the game. And I just want to say, Amber, I'm sorry you had to listen to that. And I know you probably get it all the time off Twitter and stuff like that, but I don't really like that around me personally. I don't know what you think, Luke.
I completely agree with you, dude. He, the gentleman, to use that term loosely, in question,
call him a dickhead.
Well, all right, the dickhead in question decided to use the well-used line of, it'll only take you 5 minutes to press a button and fix it. And it's like, oh, dude, really? Did you just fucking say that out loud? Does your brain not engage with your mouth before you say things? It's like, fuck off.
I said to Mike earlier on today, there's a psychological term. I can't remember what it is, but there's the little you know about something, the simpler you think it is. Almost, yeah. There's a term for it.
No, I agree. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I just want to say sorry, and yeah, he is not friends with me, that's for sure. Anyway, that is the show for this week. I can't wait for next week. It's probably going to be packed as hell. Hopefully it won't be an hour and a half, hey Rob? Otherwise that's a long-ass recording you got to do.
It's fine. I'm going to be putting loads of hours in, so loads of recording
That's a very good point. That's a GE event that's running next week. You're going to be running that on PC as well?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you got all that time off, you better be running on PC as well. Robert.
Yes?
Where can the listeners find us, dude?
You can find us at SITREP Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Tweet us with the hashtag TeamSITREP, as we're all affiliated with that hashtag. If you have any questions or feedback for the show, send us to the email address sitrep.radiopod@gmail.com. Luke?
You can find SITREP Radio on any of the following platforms: iTunes, Apple Podcasts for iOS, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, Overcast for iOS, Stitcher, Player.fm, Pocket Casts, RSS feeds, Podbean, and please, while you're there, rate, review, and subscribe. Thank you.
Make sure to check out Mash Those Buttons over on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Go check out some of the other awesome podcasts that are a part of the Mash Those Buttons family. Obviously, thank you to everybody that watches the videos over on YouTube. Rob, you do an awesome job of putting those out every week, and so thank you very much for putting those out, dude. And thank you to anybody that listens and watches them, or even comments, or just discusses anything to do with them. Thank you.
You've done my job for me.
I didn't say your blurb, so you can do that if you want, bro.
Yeah, but it basically just says, don't forget, you can listen to the, watch the list. Blah. You can watch and listen to the episodes on YouTube. Leave a comment and subscribe. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but you get to say that people should share it with their friends and their mum, which is like awesome.
That's like the best bit.
I know, but it's not funny if I read it.
That was the best impression I've heard of a robot so far this week. I want to say thank you to both Sean Winder from the Division Elites for allowing us to post our podcast over there. Also, we are a part of the Loot and Shoot family, so go check some of the awesome content providers that are a part of that group. We have been SITREP Radio, and we have been the Division podcast that you are listening to. So thank you for listening to us.
Oh, wow.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Are you going to tell everyone that you love them this week, Mike?
1.8. We will catch you there, Robert.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.